Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
You are most welcome to PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for more updates. Like and also share to other members to watch as well. You can also leave your comments after watching or send us your voice notes on our WhatsApp number, which is 0277128777. Join me listening to what we have for you today. Thank you.
Welcome to Johnny's Bite. I trust that you and yours are fine this morning and none of you had the unfortunate situation of having to spend your night in darkness. I trust that you are in good health today, and I trust that the day will be good for you as well. Well, until official DOM decides to tell the people the truth about our power situation in our various communities, we will have to contend with it and keep talking and keep asking the questions. And you see, in asking the questions, I'd rather we don't look at asking the questions on a national scale, but asking the questions from the community's perspective. Because this morning, if the lights have gone off, those bookshop printers, they wouldn't be able to go to work. Or even if they got to work, they won't be able to do any work. Those electricians, mechanics, if they get to work and they have to perform some duties, spraying, etc., they will not be able to do them. Hairdressers, barbers, etc. I'm talking about the same people who were campaigned to with the power situation. Those same people are asking questions in the various communities. And the answers that they are getting, they remain doubtful of those answers because they are told that the problems are localized faults. And yet they don't see anybody come around the transformers when the lights go off, whether it be in the day or at night, morning, afternoon, and evening. They don't see people come around the transformers. But consistently, they have been told that the problems that they have with their energy situation is because there's a localized fault with a transformer. So now some people are deciding that they will go and sit by the transformer each time their lights go off and hope that somebody will come so that the person can explain, or the team that comes can explain to them what exactly is happening with their transformer. And then they have also asked the questions in the various communities. How is it that community A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z all have transformer issues at the same time? You see, if your mother is dead and you keep telling people that your mother is asleep, when night falls, people will go back to their parents. And then you will find that your mother will be nowhere to be found. I think that officialdom have to treat the citizens with some respect and tell them the actual situation. Hebekrape's 10 days have come and gone. The doomsday, propaganda is not sticking. The blame on the opposition and suggesting that, well, we will not go into an era of doom sought by President Akufo-Addo on Workers' Day, it's not sticking because the Electoral Commission is providing generators for its people, really. For an exercise that ends at 5 p.m., we are providing generators. So we need to be honest with ourselves. We have to really be honest with ourselves because the power outages are taking a toll on people. It's taking a toll on businesses. And yesterday, there's a news item. Interesting, though, because if you read the international headlines, it talks about Société Générale leaving Africa, right? There's one that talks about Société Générale leaving Africa. And yesterday, I watched with interest as some people were busy saying, oh, professional Jeremiahs, this, that. They were the ones who were preaching that Société Générale Ghana is leaving, and all of that. The MD said they did not put out that rumor. And you know that in every rumor, there's an iota of truth. The MD said they did not put out that rumor. But you also know that in every rumor, there's an iota of truth. That's the first one. Number two, The question stands, and which the MD did not respond to, whether or not Societe Generale is leaving or not leaving. Number one, he says they don't respond to rumors. That's fair. But there's the age-old, talk, or if you like, adage, that says that, look, to every rumor, there's an iota of truth. That's the first one. Number two, the question as to whether Societe Generale is leaving Ghana or not remains unanswered. And then three, he says that, the notice and the papers that we have seen out there, the documents, whatever it is, based on which the media went to town with the information, did not emanate from them. Well, are the documents theirs and did not emanate from them, so that because they may be theirs and did not emanate from them, it then makes the publication false? Three questions. Because there was verification that were done with serious people who were closer to the action, and they confirmed. So I'll say again that if your mother is dead and you keep telling everybody that your mother is asleep, when night falls and everybody goes to their mother, you will find that you are motherless. So three questions are outstanding. Is it true in this particular situation of SG that in every rumor there's an iota of truth? That's one. And what is the iota of truth in this matter? 1A. Number two, the question as to whether SG is leaving Ghana or not was not answered by the bank. 2B, why did it take SG so long for such false reportage, as they call it, to have gone round and gained grounds before they started to respond to it? Does SG no longer have a PR department that answers these things? Why did it take them so long? Question number three. The fact that the documents flying around and the information flying around did not emanate from them, does it necessarily make it false? I leave it here. But remember that if your mother is dead and you say she is sleeping, when night falls, everybody will go to their mother and you will be left motherless. Now, please play for me the veteran lawyer who once upon a time sat on the General Legal Council. He's a respected member of our Council of State. He's an octogenarian, I'm told. And he had a very interesting view. Please play that video for me. Well, we'll have to fetch that back. So then give me the presidency, the letter from the presidency, while we try and fix the sound issues. Give me the letter from the presidency, please. Now, there's the conversation about the SML deal. The Fourth Estate, Suleiman Abraham, Manasseh Azuri, Awuni, and the team, they took on this matter. And then they started the investigation. There was a back and forth with SML. The SML went to court, etc. The presidency eventually, led by the president, had to come and say that let us investigate this or audit this. So they called on KPMG, a respected international audit firm. KPMG came back to say that they needed some more time to do some more diligent work on the SML deal. And indeed, they were granted that time. KPMG completed its work and submitted its full report to the presidency. Fourth Estate followed up, as we did from here, on the Al Jazeera Gold Mafia. You remember at the Al Jazeera Gold Mafia, Alistair Matthias, yes, the president's supposed friend, who says he has many different presidents in his pocket, how millions of dollars worth of gold was smuggled out of the country every single week or month. So we wrote and asked Al Jazeera that our government said they will sue you if you don't retract and apologize within a certain number of days. It was under the hand of Nana Santi Bedieto, the president's executive secretary and family member. Then conversations, when we started asking the questions, they said, oh no, we did not say that, this was not supposed to be even in the public domain, but it got leaked to us anyway, because me, I don't work at the presidency. Me, I don't work at the presidency. So it got leaked to us anyway. I don't work at the presidency. Kebashimene, Besine, we wrote to Al Jazeera and asked Al Jazeera, you said you will sue our government. You said you will sue our government. So now, sue the government. They say, oh, no. We have already written to the government and told them that what they are saying we did, we never did. So we owe them no apology, and that the response is with them. Kebashimene, they have not released a response. So when I saw this from the presidency, suggesting to us that they cannot, and this dated the 7th of May 2024, request for information under Article 21(1)(f) of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana and Section 18 of the Right to Information Act 2019 Act 989. I write to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated the 24th of April 2024, in which you made a request pursuant to Section 18 of the Right to Information Act 2019 Act 989 RTI Act for a copy of the full KPMG audit report on the revenue assurance contract between the Ghana Revenue Authority and Strategic Mobilization Limited as commissioned by the President of the Republic. Upon careful consideration and in accordance with Sections 5(1)(a) and (b) of the RTI Act, I regret to inform you that your request has been refused. Section 5(1)(a) and (b) states that information prepared for or submitted to the President or Vice President containing opinions, advice, deliberations, recommendations, minutes, or consultations is exempt from disclosure, and that disclosure of such information will compromise the integrity of the deliberative process by revealing the thought process, considerations, and influence on decision-making reserved for the highest offices of the land. The full KPMG audit report comprises opinions, advice, deliberations, and recommendations that are integral to the President's deliberative process and therefore qualifies as exempt information under Section 5(1)(a) and (b)(i). Understanding the public interest in the GRA SML contract, the President has published the principal findings and recommendations of the KPMG report in a detailed press statement issued by the Office of the President on the 24th of April 2024. Thus, the public remains informed while respecting the statutory restrictions on specific disclosures. Please accept the President's best wishes. H.M. Wood is Chief Director, is signed for the Chief of Staff to Suleimana Brahma, Chief Executive Director, Media Foundation for West Africa. If the Presidency releases the SML report, but as compiled and put together by KPMG, will the presidency die? Because this is a matter of interest to the entire public. We are being told that, the portions of the report that the findings, the important portions have been put out there. This is supposed to be a report on monies that we, our taxes, pay, revenue assurance. And I read to you the manifesto, the 2020 manifesto and 2016 manifesto, where Addo promised us that we were going to get transparency in governance. What is in the report that has not been heard of? What is in the report that has already not been preempted by the investigation done by the Fourth Estate, Suleimana Brahma, Manasseh, and the team? What is there to hide? Mr. President, have you so soon forgotten that you promised the people that I shall protect the public purse? It's unfortunate we can't play any of the tapes for you because there's a bit of technical challenge here. But you promised. I wanted to play that tape back to you. That I shall protect the public purse. And these are proceeds from the public purse that we're talking about, used on our behalf for a certain revenue assurance that somebody has questioned, done an investigation. They even went to court. You have the full report. Mr. President, have you so soon forgotten that in opposition, you were the one chasing the erstwhile Mahama government over the JIDA report? They issued their statement, but they still brought the full report by this same Manasseh who did the investigation. At least I've shown you that Al Jazeera gave you a response to a query you put to them regarding a threat you had sent out to them, and you have still kept that report. That response is with you. When Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng wrote that report on illegal mining and all of that, mentioned people in the office of the chief of staff, the office of the president, the MPs and top wigs within the party, you kept that report for 2 years. 2 years. So now the question is, what else are you hiding from Ghanaians when in fact you promised that you will govern with Ghanaians and you will give Ghanaians a transparent government? What are you hiding from Ghanaians, sir? And if you continue hiding things from Ghanaians, do you think Ghanaians will trust you, sir? The young generation, they are learning. And that's why I wanted also to play the Venerable Samuku Jeto's voice on the Cecilia Benadapa matter. He said that if you can come to my house and you find money, right, it doesn't mean that the money was stolen. I mean, I wish that I had played it because I don't want to misquote. All I can say is that the younger generation are learning. And I hope that when the young generation have finished learning and have perfected the lessons that they got from senior citizens of the country, nobody will come back to say that this generation is different, because we are learning. And we are learning very, very fast. The same government with its elements that told us that if you have dollar, and I remember Kojo Ponkroma said, I said, if I were you and I had dollar, I will go and sell my dollar, because very soon we are pushing $2 billion into the economy and your dollar literally will be worthless in your hand. I'm paraphrasing. It was around the same time that Madam Cecilia Dapa had $1 million and more under her bed. As I said, we are learning. Today, if somebody has money and decides not to keep it in the bank, like Madam Cecilia Benadapa did, would the person be held for anything? I say we are learning. And you know, I learned a very interesting thing during the week, earlier in the week. Somebody within the security services told me that, once upon a time, when Madam Tiwa Addo was the boss of the CID department, the Director General of CID, there was an incident involving a senior immigration officer over a piece of land. Maybe Madam will remember, a piece of land that was sold around Doyumu to some Chinese. The money had fallen into the account and the individual was invited to come and answer where the money came from. Fortunately, the indenture was there. The Chinese had photocopied the said check, and that was it. And then when, that angle misfired, then Madam was now asking if the person had paid taxes on the monies that they got. Until the officer asked them, Madam, do you now work as the GRA? And that's what ended the matter. So now it beats my imagination when Madam comes to say that, she didn't have any, because there's a historical perspective right from within your place. They told me that there was a senior immigration officer, sold his land, money fell into the account. Because he had become a target, you chased up and asked the person. So why can you not ask Madam Cecilia Dapa the same questions? $1 million US. Why can't you ask the same questions? Why can't we ask the same questions? At the time when we were being told to trade our dollar, somebody was keeping dollar and $1 million under the bed. And they say, there's nothing wrong. I said, the youth are learning. Let no gray-haired person come and tell us after we have finished learning, because they have kept quiet. Let nobody come and tell us that they have finished learning and that we need to change. Now, we will end very soon. There's a woman who is weeping, right? Just play that video for me. I told you about somebody whose container had been taken over by the assembly. There's a part of the 37 military hospital called Culture. And her container had been taken away from her by the assembly, forcefully broken into. Just show the video. I'll speak over it. Forcefully broken into. And the assembly now keeps their property in the container. She has a sick daughter, and that is all she does, sells confectionery in there to be able to take care of the child. She broke down. She couldn't run the business. Assembly took over the container, and she has been begging the assembly to release the container. What I'm talking about, there's a petition that's been written to Shraj on this matter. The assembly promised a few months ago that we're going to give you 100 Ghana cedis per month. She said, repair the gate for me, because where I keep my things now at Pokwasi, somebody, the owner of the place, has come and he says, I should vacate. He said, no. The assembly is still keeping it. I'm talking about the municipal office around the Kaukudi area. I'm talking to you. I put out the full petition earlier. I'll put it up again tomorrow. Somebody's grandmother, somebody's mother. And you are keeping the things. Can you please show me the container? Somebody's mother, somebody's grandmother. You are keeping the things. And then she comes to the assembly, breaks down and cries. And that is even not enough to break your heart to say, please take your container and go away. They broke into the woman's container, forcefully entered. But because she has nobody, so they are taking advantage of her. Because she has nobody, so they are pressing her down. Because she has nobody, they are doing what they like, because we have power and authority. I thought that those who were powerful are supposed to help the powerless so that they are protected in society. That's the container. You saw the woman crying. Unfortunately, we can't hear the sound. So tomorrow, maybe if time permits, I'll play for you. I'll play it for you. So the assembly, the one at Kaukudi. I also, as the east or west, I've forgotten, it slipped me. Please respond immediately to this woman. Because the things that she said in the video, if you believe in African electrophysics, I am sure that sometimes you will be scared to drive in your car. Or because she poured it out. If you believe in African electronics, you would shake a bit. She said it. Why are we that wicked? And this morning, MCE will dress and go to work. You have seized a widow's container. She has a sick child she needs to take care of. Haji Ateni, sorry, eh? Sorry. Let's leave it here. Good morning. Please call me. 055-924-2717 and 055.
Thank you for watching PENDREAM TV. Really appreciate your time. Please do subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for more updates. Thank you.
PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.